morning, 47. Your destination is the coastal town of Sapienza, also known as the Jewel of the Amalfi Coast. Your target is a former client of ours, Silvio Caruso, a brilliant but troubled bioengineer employed by the Ether Biotech Corporation. Renowned for his early stem cell research, Caruso is now reportedly working on a far more disturbing project, a DNA-specific virus able to infect anyone, anywhere in the world. Imagine a bullet, fired in any direction, passing through countless bodies without inflicting harm, invisible and undetectable until it strikes its target. A world of armchair assassins killing with impunity. This is what awaits us, unless Caruso is stopped. Our client, one of Ether's major private stockholders, wants the project cancelled on ethical grounds, but without destroying the company in the process. She has asked us to eliminate Silvio Caruso and destroy the yet unfinished virus prototype. You will also need to deal with Caruso's lab head, Francesca DeSantis, a high-level Ether employee and cutthroat corporate climber who holds intimate knowledge of Caruso's research and could potentially carry on in his place. This is no ordinary contract, 47. Caruso's virus is a serious threat to our craft and trade, not to mention our core ideals. So failure is not an option. I'll leave you to prepare.
In many ways, Caruso is still a child. A scared, angry little boy with the power of God at his fingertips. I am almost certain that he killed his mother, strangled her in a fit of rage. How long before he turns that rage towards us? If Dr. Lafayette pulls off a miracle, fine. Otherwise, I see little choice but to go the other way. Well, you wanted my recommendation. Excuse me, that is none of your concern. Roberto is a distraction, nothing more. I am well aware. It's quite to be expected. Caruso is not exactly used to female company, is he? Believe me, everything is under control. Now, if you'll pardon me, there's something I need to investigate.
Target down. Next up, Francesca de Santis. Two targets down. Now destroy the virus. Look for some type of quarantine unit.
Huh?
All objectives complete. Head towards an exit. Good morning, 47. The board has sanctioned Eric Soda's for termination. After Colorado, we did some digging into Soda's private affairs and discovered that he has been fast-tracked for critical heart surgery at the hyper-exclusive Gama Private Hospital in Hokkaido, Japan. Such a display of power has Providence written all over it. Sodas, who suffers from a rare condition known as situs inversus, where his internal organs are reversed, desperately needs a right-sided heart transplant and has clearly betrayed the ICA to get it. He was admitted last night and is currently being prepped for a 3-day surgery. We have booked you into Gama under the usual guise of Tobias Reaper, corporate shark, here for a standard medical checkup. As such, you will need to play it by ear and procure whatever tools you need to complete the mission. You also need to eliminate Yuki Yamazaki, a Tokyo lawyer who works for Providence. Sodas has already given Yamazaki access to our client records and has agreed to provide a full list of active ICA operatives post-operation. This transaction cannot be allowed to happen. Sodas must pay for his treachery, and his insidious employers must be taught a lesson. ICA's sovereignty is at stake. Powerful as Providence may be, we need to draw a line in the sand. I will leave you to prepare.
Mr. Reaper, as part of the service here at Gamma, your personal room has been outfitted with a radio frequency identification chip.
How you doing?
Hope you have everything you need.
Bullshit. I work in the most expensive hospital. 5-5, JHQ, come in. There's a troublemaker out there that needs to be stopped.
Hey, so you're the curator's research agent, right? Let me guess.
Oh my! This space. I need some time alone. My babies. Come back later.
Your third is on the operating table, and no hope of getting a second right-sided heart in time, you have effectively killed him without laying a hand on him. This should be a clear message to anyone considering following in his footsteps.
Useless.
I just remembered. I have to call for Nanny.
Huh?
O genki desu ka?
Been with a client long? Couple of months.
Yeah, it's a good situation.
Miss Yamazaki's very sweet. Very kind. Tough as nails, too. You should see her in the court. She seems a bit, I don't know, untimely.
That's both targets down. Time to find an exit.
Miss Yamazaki apparently wanted to double down on us.
Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver, with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tunyan Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Knoxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Knoxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Clients hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold, and so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Knox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare. That is Ted Mendes, one of the country's most influential military-grade money men. This must be connected to Kronstadt.
Phil, it's Ted here. Just returning your call before heading over to the expo building to meet Knox for the new combat android presentation. No, not yet. I'm letting him stew a little. The guy's a genius, and you know what they're like. Desperately lacking any discipline or respect for other people. Last time I tried to have a meeting with him, he had me sitting in a room for 4 hours before canceling. I'll head up when I feel like it. All right, I'll call you after the presentation. Speak then. Have a nice day. And stay off.
times have I done this?
Yes, hello. Somebody's called this number. Over at the hotel. Yeah, after the race. I just gotta pick up the documents from my van.
Oh, my head. Where are my clothes? Have you seen my mask?
Yeah, I know it's dumb. I think I lost him in the scuffle, but the real... No.
Mr. Mendez, good to see...
Hello?
Collecting pictures of celebrity entrepreneurs now, 47? What are you thinking?
Mr. Mendez?
Yeah,
Right this way, sir.
He straight up just bought it before the race.
Hello, HR? Yes, it's Finn Wheeler down at the Bayside Center. I realize this may sound
Hey, nice threads, buddy.
But here's the problem.
Ted, good to finally see you. Guess traffic was rough. Never mind. Let me show you everything. I'm gonna say something provocative now, Ted. War is going out of fashion. It's dirty, it's just plain bad PR. Nobody wants to exchange their children and loved ones for flags and medals anymore. The glory is gone, Ted. But, luckily, Kronstadt has a solution for that. Imagine this. Android infiltrators operating in the field, disguised and fully embedded, ready to strike at a moment's notice. Indestructible robotic operators who can infiltrate the deepest sanctuary of any adversary, striking an unseen fatal blow, a surgical tool for a blunt world. Imagine an army of them, fully equipped android medics seeking out wounded servicemen and injured civilians, bringing them to safety or patching them up then and there. Android pilots delivering payloads deep inside enemy territory with uncanny precision and minimal collateral damage. All right, Mendez, it's very straightforward. Let me show you. I just pick any of the pictures on the desk, then I use the scanner to upload the biometric data, and Palace will do the rest.
Target acquired. Don't mute me.
Obviously, the final system won't rely on you manually feeding it biometric data. This is still a prototype. This is a pivotal moment in modern conflict solution, Ted. Palace is entirely foolproof. All you need is to pick a photo from the table and scan it just like I showed you. It's perfectly safe. Go ahead. Make my day.
Target acquired. Robert Knox.
Aw, crap. What?
Robert Knox down. Now for the heir to the Kronstadt Empire. The race is entering its final lap, 47.
Let me just remind.
Howdy, partner.
The race is over. Sierra will be coming off the track any time now.
Once again, Chinese racing flexes its muscles on the U.S. race circuit. Wow. Big disappointment for the California team. They came here as huge favorites, but Sierra Knox and the team they just couldn't handle the Chinese opposition. Get ready, folks. Our new Chinese
Nice outfit.
is on the podium.
Really brings out your eyes. Miss Knox informed me you'd be here. She asked to make sure you brought the documents. So, did you bring the documents?
I have the papers right here.
Excellent. Come on in. Have a seat or something. I'll let Miss Knox know you're here.
We still have a little time before our champion reaches the podium. Let's hope it's not
What's up?
So, you here for a job application or what?
Something like that.
Nice.
Yes, Miss Knox.
If you don't mind me saying so,
There's a guy
the
here
particular
wearing
choice
a
of attire is
mascot
maybe a
outfit
little,
claiming you have an
I don't
appointment
know,
with him.
off.
Wouldn't give his name.
For a job interview, I mean.
Got
My
it.
suit is at the
I'll let him know
cleaners.
you're en route.
And you couldn't find anything else to wear.
Correct.
You must lead a very interesting life, my friend.
You have no idea.
Hey, Flamingo guy. Miss Knox is on her way. Grab a seat somewhere. She'll be here as soon as she can.
So, Mr. I never did catch your name.
Names are for friends.
Very well. Straight to the point in all business. Walk with me.
Where are we going?
Don't worry. What am I gonna do? Kill you in broad daylight. I just want a bit of privacy here. Not about to do sensitive business like this in front of an audience.
Good idea.
So just to get this straight, you claimed in your email to have somehow found internal reports that show Kronstadt's involvement in the Tungan Valley massacre.
Sounds about right.
Let's be clear. You and I are having this meeting because my father doesn't need to know about this. It's just another undesired distraction. I don't care if the information is true or false. I don't care if it mentions moving money from the Nexus project into Tungan Valley damage control, as you claimed in your correspondence. I do care about protecting my father, which is why you and I are now here.
I see.
Leave me alone for a few minutes, guys.
Sure thing, Miss Knox. If you need us, just call. We're right around the corner.
So here's the deal. You hand over the documents and leave, and that's the end of it. And you will do that now. So here are the two possible outcomes of this meeting. One, you will leave this place and this country.
Both targets down. Well done, 47. Head for an exit, and we'll speak again soon. Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master, a KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka. Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real shadow player.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
You've probably heard about Charles Blake III before.
He's the chairman of
Hey,
you guys haven't been poking around the front, haven't you, behind the house?
No.
Oh, okay, great.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant as per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean the Constant and Janus meet up on a regular basis. Excellent find.
Flipping the switch.
Recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
I have to tell
Huh?
you. No way. Esta mierda keeps happening to me. Oh no, no way!
Sinister-looking basement. What could she be doing down here? A robe for Janus. What could he need that for?
Helen West.
I swear, I have a license for it. I just lifestyle.
Don't bring it with you.
You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mold before all things have
So what?
soldiers in the trees fighting.
How are you today?
Oh, fine. It's Saturday, so I can take
The first annual gathering of the Ark Society. If Janus was its founder, perhaps he's still attending these gatherings, 47. This could be valuable information indeed.
I will
Finally, end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still, we are close now, 47.
Nice to finally see you here.
Your house
Listen,
is
the gas
so
on this grill,
beautiful.
it's not working.
I'm
Right, campfire up the grill.
She just got her fits and all
Hey, did you grab the pack of smoke that was thrown over the fence from the old guy's garden? I'm trying to help. You know, maybe someone there is trying to help the old man stop himself. What? Oh, no.
Richard, you are such a fool!
Hay que win. Propane tank.
Oh, wow.
Hello there, sir.
Hey, look at that. It's good to know the kind and helpful people still exist. Guess I have to start flipping burgers now.
Excuse me, hello. I'm sure you already know, but we're overdue for a proper introduction.
Care to
all
try
the same.
something
I'm Susan
special?
Wilson, and this is my husband, Richard. And we've only just joined this wonderful community. We are so glad you all
It's
could
got a
come
little
out
kick
today.
to it.
I always say nothing makes a person feel more at home than hosting their neighbors there. So I am grateful that
Excuse
you
me,
provided us
you
with
should
that
try this.
opportunity.
It really
Isn't that
is to
right,
die
dear?
for.
Absolutely.
A little
Cheers.
louder, honey.
The pleasure is all mine.
Oh, right. Yes, just like Susan said, it's really great to be here with so many
You should try this.
people who are neighbors.
That's right. You know, Richard and I have done a lot of moving around over
My
the years,
pleasure.
but like they say, a rolling stone gathers no moss. And you know, the second we saw this beautiful little corner of town, we knew this was where we wanted to start finally gathering some moss.
Yes, you have wonderful all around here.
So
Both targets are confirmed killed.
Three families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants.
Tell us everything about them.
The ivory towers are about to fall.
And when we're done,
let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, the partners are all that matter.
There's an issue.
Of course there is.
Olivia's tracked the names mentioned by the Constant, and they're dead ends.
How dead?
Obituaries for all three have appeared online. Accidental death, heart failure, lung cancer.
They're covering their tracks. Faster than I thought.
A contingency plan of sorts. The Constant wasn't aware of it.
Seems they didn't tell him everything after all.
Something this big will leave traces behind.
The Constant says to follow the money.
Milton Fitzpatrick, the investment bank. It's a key Providence asset.
Which you worked for.
The director of the New York branch is a Providence operative. It's our best bet as a way in.
I'll tell the pilot to turn the plane around.
Right, gentlemen. Here's what we've come up with. The partners are transitioning between identities. But everything is so recent, the Milton Fitzpatrick bank records will still be intact. We've confirmed that the partners have active accounts there. However, the bank's records are remotely updated on a frequent basis. We may only have hours before any leads that could get us the new identities of the partners are gone forever. The data we need can be obtained in two ways. The bank's data core can be accessed through the basement vault, but getting inside the vault could be challenging. Alternatively, Bank Director Athena Savalas, Head of Security Mateo Perez, and Head of Accounts Fabian Mann each carry a partial backup drive with the data. We'll need all three drives to get the full data. Now, we cannot risk the partners discovering the data breach. Eliminating the bank's director, Athena Savalas, would sever the last remaining Providence tied to the bank and keep our activities hidden.
Okay, one more time. We break into the vault, extract the hard drive rack, and eliminate the director on the way out.
We.
You. Good luck, 47.
This is the vault, 47. The data core should be behind the large steel door. Great work, 47. You now have access to the vault.
I'm really sorry, but we've had to section off this area for now. The head of security. Well, at least it's not as bad as that time in Queens. Remember that?
Oh, the 6,000 semi-incinerated files we had to tape together? Don't remind me.
But he's not here now, and the camera looks broken. Who's gonna know?
Sorry, not on my watch.
Great, thanks for helping.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes. Just make sure the information will be put to good use.
It sounds like Miss Red has quite a scoop on her hands. My guess is this will cause a major market upset, which is sure to bring the director out from her fortified office.
You got confidence. You are a good man, a brilliant man.
No, I didn't.
Hello there.
Not disgusting. They're not gonna think I'm a serial killer. Listen, I'll see you later, okay? Love you too. Bye.
Good work, 47. That's the evidence secured for now. Careful not to lose it. If anyone sees you with that rack, my guess is you'll draw a lot of unwanted attention to yourself. That's the last objective completed. Exfiltrate the bank, 47. Miss Hall will want to have a close look at that data.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Don Yates, Alexa Carlyle here. You need to explain yourself. I demand that you return my call ASAP. Sending a junior attorney is gross negligence of your responsibility.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Command, affirmative. Bagging and tagging. Huh? Oh, that is so broken.
Peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if there might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Yeah, impressive work.
Strange. We might have a situation. I'll check the perimeter. Over.
Green reporting. No sign of 47 yet.
He's here. He has to be. Don't get comfortable. We're down a man. Stay focused. He's not playing. Agent Thames, report. Are you there? That's two. Don't make this personal or you'll get sloppy. And clearly, he's not making that mistake.
Roads reporting in. No sign of our target yet.
Stay alert. We don't need to give him an opportunity to strike.
All is cool. All is cool.
Are you there, Agent Rhodes? Report. And that makes 3. The math was on our side. This shouldn't be happening.
Come on, do you copy? I'm at the location now, and I have nothing to report. Over. Affirmative. Moving on. Out.
What the hell? There, man. Yeah.
Come on. Securing crime scene and establishing...
Always one step ahead. It doesn't make sense. Unless this channel isn't secure. Don't take any chances. Freeze him out.
What? Yeah, Command, there's some kind of commotion down here. Have a look around.
Agent Tremaine reporting in. All quiet on the Western Front.
Stop talking. Focus on finding him.
Did you call again? Yeah, it's fine.
Tremaine, are you still there? 4 agents down. This is beyond the pale, gentlemen. I am speechless.
Shit! We need to man up!
Whoa!
Davenport, come in. Agent Davenport, are you there?